Alright, welcome back to the Game Night D&D. In case you didn't know, that's Dungeons & Dragons. We're playing 3.5, and this is episode 2, where we are continuing our adventure. Also, we are joined by our wonderful Dungeon Master, Dylan. Thank you for joining us, Dylan.
Thank you.
And, of course, the Game Knights as well. Where last time, we were dealing with some very horny satyrs, and they're horny by default, because they have horns, so that goes without saying. But they were trying to charm us, which put my character a little bit on edge. You know, they're horny, they're trying to charm us. But what could they do to us when we're asleep? My character was not... But we killed him. And I guess we're just picking up right where we left off. We literally... Not only did we kill some horny satyrs, we also were withdrawing a shaft that had deeply penetrated your rear end.
Yes. Now, we did grease the shaft first before we pulled it out.
And I just had him on the ground, and I put one of my hands, which pretty much covered his entire bum, okay, and put my fingers around the arrow, and then just, to make sure all the flesh stayed in place, and then I grabbed the shaft and just... Didn't even have to roll strength.
It's very descriptive.
I'm just picturing Roland. Oh my god!
Gorge being I'm glad
with
massive hands on my butt.
I'll be sitting there going, 1, 2.
So I saw some fan art of that, please.
Please. Seriously, if you guys draw fan art, we will feature them on the following episode when we receive it. Drake looks to... what was your character name?
Castia.
Castia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Roland Castia, go on.
Hey, Castor. You are useless. What were you doing that whole fight?
I have... Well, trying to stop the fight, actually. I would rather go in peace than harm innocent creatures of the wood.
They were trying to rape us! My character legitimately believes it. He's a bit dim, as you might have noticed from the last episode, but... he thinks they were up to no good.
What you might call rape, I would simply call surprise love.
I am leaving that right now. So, we're going to jog right past that.
That honestly...
No, here's the thing, right? So I'm still under the influence of the pipe playing. And by the way, are we still there? Are we still
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to go and collect all of their flutes. I'd like to collect all of them.
Literally, that... Drake was like, and is processing, and he didn't even get to reply. She's like,
So can I collect these flutes, please?
You can.
Excellent.
Put them to your inventory?
Yep.
These like panpipes.
Rape flutes, I'll call them.
oh,
Rape
this is
flutes.
so
But it's the mirror
My
opposite.
fault.
This is so
My fault for opening the door.
Can I have the...
This is so
No,
good to
but yes.
monetize.
Yeah. It starts to get towards midnight. The rain starts to set in heavier now. It starts to get cold.
This is so rainy. Is this place Victoria?
Have you healed yourself at all, or are you just sucking it up?
I'm sucking it up until something bad happens, or we get
So you're trying to just plug the hole in your ear end?
plugged. Yeah,
You
only
found the
one
right
hole
hole?
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
Well, the
if
second
it's the
time
right
you
one or not, but one of them's plugged.
You glance around, but you can see there's no wagon tracks here.
Look, I think we're in the right direction. We just got jumped by some horny satyrs.
Wait a minute, okay. We couldn't find any horses.
Correct.
We found a wagon that was driven into the inn with no horses, and we've just come across some satyrs. I put to you...
I believe it's
that-
pronounced satyrs.
I put to you that the satyrs bribed the wagon. No, the satyrs clearly threw the wagon into the thing. They drove it in.
Hey, Groggy, could you track their hoofbeats? They leave a bit of an impression on the ground, these guys. I think we can find out where they came from before this rain gets in a bit too much.
I have survival. Can I use that to track?
You can, yeah. You can use that. Is there nature in there as well?
So yeah, the satyrs clearly did the thing with the car.
Enough better. No. So that's fine. So normally we could, the ranger's got that track ability, but just because you're not a ranger doesn't mean you don't understand what a footprint looks like.
Oh,
One. Turns out you don't understand what a footprint looks like. Natural one?
God.
Yeah, natural one.
Perfect.
Look, I think I need to try survival untrained.
You glance down, searching up and down the road, looking at footprints, trying to figure out the direction where they come from. One in particular takes your eye, like you've seen this one before. It sort of scuffles around an area, and then it walks further on down the bridge. It's sort of large, big, sort of half orc-like. it's your footprint. That's what you get for the natural
So
one.
I see Grog following his own footprints and going, half-orcs are dumb, man. And I just try. I was like, look, I know what a footprint looks like. I'll give it a go. And I start following 11. Survival, wisdom, 10.
-1.
-1, no.
Look, you know there's footprints leading off into the forest on your side of the bridge, but that are the satyrs. But you know, beyond the edges of the forest, you can't see where they go.
I think, look, they point in this direction, guys. I think they go this way. Stop following your own feet, Grog.
I just snap out of it and head towards the direction you said.
Perfect.
My turn.
Well, it was free floating.
I'd like to search the bodies because they're satyr. How's it pronounced again?
Satyr.
They're satyrs, right?
Satyr.
They love wine. I love wine.
It's true.
In concern, I go up to Castor.
Yep.
So, Castor, has anyone ever surprised you with love before?
I'm gonna go find the wine.
So you managed to roll search check, please.
Ooh,
Roll search check.
Oh, I've got locate object.
It wasn't It wasn't a satyr,
Just
was
rolls.
it?
No, it was a what's the female equivalent of a what's it called again? Eel. Eelet. It was an eelet. Okay. Locate
So I
object.
didn't get that in your backstory.
Locate
Slimy.
locate wine. It was. I didn't even have to use grease.
No, just search is fine because you're just searching the body. It's a search check. It's a skill.
Yeah, you
Okay.
don't have to waste a spell.
Yeah. See a search. Do enough
where's that? Search. There it is. I don't have anything plus to it. It's plus intelligence.
What's your intelligence?
So you'll get +3 to it.
Plus 3.
Perfect.
Okay.
So you're gonna roll
Natural 1.
8.
That's not bad.
So 11.
11.
So yeah, you do.
But I'm
manage-
searching 3 of them.
Oh, I always take a trophy from my kills, and so I chop off,
Do I find any
They're
alcohol
horns.
whatsoever? Because they are, you know.
and I do assist in a search for anything useful on them persons.
Yeah. Well, for the 11, honestly, they've both got a bottle of wine each on them. One of them's crushed though because that was the one that was raised high into the sky. And
Is there any saving it? I can just go.
Oh, I mean, if you're quick.
It's mixed with the blood.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
try. Oi,
Everything.
that could be enchanted, man.
It's
It's
Even better.
you don't know what that could do for you.
Good.
One of them has a small red ruby.
I'm taking that.
On it.
I'll use sleight of hand so these guys don't see.
Daggers, arrow, like anything useful.
Yeah, absolutely. So they both have,
Yeah, bows,
from a
don't
weapons point of view, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
They do short bows. They both have short bows on them, and some arrows.
I'll
With
take the
different
arrows.
different feathers than the one that was found, but no one seems to have pointed that out. So
I put one of my arrows in their quiver.
Yep.
And be like, hey, look at this! Look at they got a same arrow as me.
Those satyr bastards, I pull that arrow out and break it in half in
That's
disgust.
They also
Two
find
arrows.
on top of that. They also find some like sort of exotic cheeses in like a rucksack sort of thing.
I'll take the cheeses.
I take a cheese.
Okay, you've got
One
the
each?
cheese. All I've got is 2
Just
bottles
2?
of wine and a red ruby. No, he can have the other cheese.
One bottle of wine, one's crushed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So perfect. They are now searched.
Yeah. So
I'm
that's
still
all
heading
two short
back
bows.
in the-
Add them to your inventory.
I'm still heading in the direction.
Bows are weak.
Straight.
Are they enchanted at all? Any magical?
Plus 10. No, I'm kidding. No, they're not. So
I'm still heading in the direction that Drake pointed out.
perfect.
Hey, wait for us, Grog.
So you
Hurry up!
you find yourself heading off the path and goes into the forest now. So let's get sort of into scrub and bushland sort of thing. You get the canopy of trees. So the rain that has been pouring since we started this session and the last one. That's right. It's canopy by the trees now, so you're sort of under there. It's because it's sort of dark at night. Both often one comes with the other. You'll find your way through the forest, and it's sort of almost a bit gloomy and a bit eerie, almost sort of.
I've got dark sight for 60 feet. Does that help
Fantastic.
at all?
It does. You can see 60 feet. So yeah, for most people it's eerie and gloomy, but for you it's 60 feet of just forest sort of thing. So look, you're going to continue into the forest.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm hiding, of course, stealthing behind.
Of course.
And I say, "Hey, Grog, just stamp your feet a bit more. Just make a bit more noise."
Yeah.
Him being not so bright, he might actually do that.
I just keep on walking the way I was.
So we're all moving in the forest. You guys are going after Grog. I'm stealthing off to the side, which is actually working out to be a fairly good strategy for me.
Yeah.
They got the distraction and I got the jump on people.
Yeah, you are a very good murderer.
Oh man, he takes that as a compliment. Like, if you say it, it's like that's his the murder monster.
Does he make it known that he takes it as a compliment?
Like, thanks, man. I've been trying to murder monsters my whole life.
Murder, not very just, is it?
The games begin.
I am seething. I am absolutely seething, and I just keep on going.
So, Grog, do you consider what you did to that satyr murder?
I don't say a word.
Focused on the search of the forest.
It's more that this is a very soft spot for Gorog.
Yeah.
And he is not going to take part in this at all.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Roland?
My butt hurts.
Is that what you think? You just walk in?
Yeah, it's cold, it's wet. You keep going in the shadows and shoot me from behind. It's just a bit salty, really.
You could heal yourself.
It's true, you are, like...
What's the point? I'm just going to get hit again.
I have to admit, it is amazingly in character that you're the one who ends up getting shot. Like, your literal avatar has arrows sticking out of it. It's just it's perfect.
It's Van Abbott. You make your way through the forest. Eventually you get up to a small clearing. As it sort of ascends. What you can see is, as it sort of goes into this, almost like a round... Well, it's a clearing, isn't it? Where's all clearing stuff? With all the trees. Around the outskirts of the trees, you don't sort of notice it until you sort of make it into the clearing.
If there's a clearing, I don't enter. I stay on the perimeter.
Okay, you stand on the perimeter. Just as you stand on the perimeter of the clearing, you sort of spotted with your dark vision. There's all sort of ornaments hung from the trees, like various little pieces of china and I forget that. I think they're called scrimshaws. They're like little carved
Bones.
rocks, bone. You know, and quite often they're carved into characters, like animals or.
Do I see this?
Yeah, you all see it. So it comes almost.
Can I make a knowledge monster check to see if there are any creatures that might make such things?
This is creepy.
So, 20.
Yeah,
oh no, if that's a 6, not a 9. Sorry, and so make that a 17.
17. They can be made by just about anyone from merchants. Someone else, satyrs, will carve them as well. Sort of. So you could.
Does they sometimes have magical properties?
Yes.
Yeah, guys, careful. It could be enchanted.
So sort of every sort of second or third branch on the perimeter of the clearing kind of has these hung by like a thread, these sort of carved clay, and you can sort of everyone roll a spot check.
12 plus
11.
6.
I rolled an 18, and my total result is 24.
Wow,
perception.
24.
10, and I get +1.
Yep.
What's perception?
It's spots.
Spots, sorry.
Spots, so
Sorry.
Okay, so that'll be plus intelligence.
So +3.
So yeah, I got 15.
6 plus 3, so 9.
Okay. As you glance at for the guys, for yourself personally, don't they look great? But you don't know a lot more.
Kind of creepy, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's it. Now it gets creepier. But for the guys that do get over that, you sort of start to glance at them, and it almost for each of you, it sort of starts to hit home all these designs because they all seem to be carved into sort of people or things that you know. Do you know what I mean? Growing up. So for you, it can be a lost friend. For you, it can be every. It's one of the townspeople sort of thing. There's just
I start seeing the faces of the mobs that killed my family.
Like actual carvings that matched our past, our individual past.
Yeah, they're only about this big, sort of individually. Yeah.
Is there any of them? My character hates turnips with a passion, and so
Yeah.
And the things I like or things I hate.
Things you hate. Or haunting things from the past, like you said.
Because if I see, so there are carvings of turnips there.
That's fine. If
oh boy,
Um,
that's like a Oh, I
What
when
are
I
the odds?
see that,
What are the odds that something like that would turn up?
Nice.
I love it. When I see it, I
Scholar.
literally,
Yeah, I am becoming very erratic. I'm looking around and
Same. Yeah, so for yours it would be...
For me, it would be a lack of elf maidens. Why are there any elf maiden carvings here?
Yeah.
What the hell, guys? Can I pull out a flute and start playing a satyr song?
Yeah, you can.
All right, I'm going to do that.
Well, I mean, look,
Oh.
perform, isn't it? For you?
Yeah, it will be performed.
Yep.
Yes, that's something. I am stalking in the shadows.
I guess that works,
Stealth.
doesn't it?
yeah, a perform check will work.
Are there any of these things in hand height, like we can reach them?
No, they're all sort of... You'll be able to climb a
Plus
tree and get
12.
them.
So I roll a d20.
Which,
14, so 26.
yeah, perfect.
I've played the satyr song, hoping to calm this woodland area of
Yep.
the many spirits that dwell here,
Perfect.
and the magic they have.
How would the melody go, just out of curiosity?
That's how it goes.
Is that the tune from?
No, don't say it out loud! Nintendo is watching. Always watching.
I wonder if they trigger us for that.
Yeah.
We'll play something over top of it, okay?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, if you don't hear the Nintendo song, it means they were watching. But so yeah, it does start to sort of rattle them, I guess, in the wind sort of thing. But now it becomes this menacing, dark sort of vibe around the place. So the wind sort of starts to.
I want to shoot at one of the ones that related to me.
Okay.
Like just.
Take a shot.
Alrighty.
Sort of blowing in the breeze. Now keep in mind they're about this big sort of thing, but
That is
they've
lame.
taken on the view of all of your paths.
27.
Yep, beautiful. So yeah, you manage to fire an arrow as it's doing at a turnip-shaped. Takes a shot and it sort of hits it, and it's hollow sort of thing, and it leaks out this sort of black liquor sort of thing. It sort of drips onto the ground. in front of it.
We need to kill these things. It's like, guys, he's a black magic. Get him, kill him, get him. And I start shooting at every single one I can see. Alright, so 19, 14, 16, 18, 12, 12, 19, 23, 16, 20, 27.
Perfect. Good with that sheet. Thank you. Yeah, good. So that's fine. So
I'm offloading. I'm like just
I
like.
can tell. So yeah, Drake. You launch yourself into a frenzy, and I guess what's your as well, Gorg? You can.
I have my axe at the ready, and I'm just looking around everywhere, seeing the faces of my parents' killers, and I am roaring, and I start to sound more like an animal now than.
Well, how do you respond when you see one of these things get shot and shattered?
It just
break
fuels my rage. I'm seeing things die, and I'm like, yeah, come at me.
Perfect.
Why are there no elf maiden ones?
This is the corner.
You're also angry. So, and by now you figured out that everyone else is a little bit worried about it, so you start to see.
Yeah,
that as well,
I see all the concern from these guys, so I'm like, oh, this is a bad thing that's happening.
Yeah. What do you call it? So, Drake fires arrow after arrow. These things break open. So this like black liquor, sort of lands and sort of drips down the trees and everything. So this real haunting element to it. Everyone roll a spot check.
That's never good. Ooh. 1. That happens to me. I've closed my eyes because I don't want to live in a world.
I rolled a 19 and my total is 25.
Perfect.
Yeah, I rolled.
Total's 20.
Total is 3.
You rolled a 2.
Oh,
You rolled a 2, everyone.
and I get +1, which is 3.
You rolled a 2.
Natural one here.
That means that I rolled a 3.
Perfect.
No, you rolled a 1. Your total score was 3. But you rolled a 1.
You shot him in the ass, okay?
Glancing up to the top of the clearing, both of you guys can see, and I'll read it out here. This looks like a hideously ugly human woman. Its flesh is the blue violet of a deep bruise and covered in warts, blisters, and open sores. It has straggly jet black hair and jagged yellow teeth. The eyes burn like hot coals, throwing out a thick red radiance.
It's Rosie O'Donnell!
And
That's a bit mean.
It's Ellen DeGeneres!
No, it's a bit mean. They're clearly talking about Hillary Clinton.
That's getting cut out. You see, I chose those two because it wasn't as bad.
So,
monster check for me.
yep, as in monster. Well, can I just
knowledge monster, so I know what creature it is.
Perfect. Go for it.
22. I rolled an 11. My total score is 22.
Perfect. So it's a night hag.
It's a bloody night hag!
Not only is it a night hag, you start to see these other forms. It's about 3 or 4 of them, and they're all satyrs. You can see, but they're all dead. They're all bones and flesh and blood ripped off. Almost like guardians in the center of this field. So they can hear this ha ha ha. You can hear from her.
So hang on, how tough are night hags based on my knowledge?
Are
Are they within our range?
Well, should we get out?
No, let's find out.
I got a 22 on my roll.
So-
I should know their strength, because this is my life. Right?
It's true. Wouldn't you be under the impression that you could beat any monster though, as a monster hunter?
I'm a little dim, but I do know a battle that it's like I wouldn't take on an elder dragon, for instance.
Okay. I would say what level are you?
5.
Okay. Plus the satyrs. There's 4 satyrs.
Yeah.
I'd say it'll be an interesting one. But we've got, 70 hit points, we've got whatever.
This is going to be a tough one.
Now-
It's not.
I will tell you
impossible.
this, it's status quo. It's not tailored. It's a campaign, so you're not the biggest fish in the ocean sort of thing. Doesn't make sense. Biggest fish in the pond. If you go to Red Dragon Man, you'll see Red Dragon, he will kill you. Sort of thing. So be aware of that. Some people get the feeling that
That every encounter
campaigns-
is.
I prefer
But see,
not
I
to.
don't expect that. Like, if we come across something that's beyond our level, my character is fully, perfectly happy to run his butt off. If a tactical retreat is required, I'm
Good. The night hag raises her hand up into the sky and she sort of leaps it high and just pulls into a slow fist. And then-
as soon as she starts to raise her hand, I shoot. If it's an aggressive action, I got it.
it's not aggressive, but we'll do that as well. She pulls her fist closed and then she sort of just goes like that, and all of the small all of the small scrimshaws just explode and catch on fire, sort of things. It's a huge ring of fire.
What about the ones that I destroyed?
They were already destroyed. So the black, I guess, liquor that comes out of them is flammable. So she uses that to it's created a huge ring. Now you can still get out of it, by the way. You're not trapped.
And it is wet and raining.
It's on
It's
fire. I can't drink the liquor. Dang it.
I'm not too concerned about the fire in this extremely
true.
damp
That'll
environment.
teach me from making it rain.
Like, that night hag is a bloody idiot.
Yeah.
Not you.
Yeah, that's right. Nah,
Just vicariously.
here's what it is.
I was just
Yeah. I can make it stop raining at any time.
Night hags aren't really my type.
That
I
actually
can make
did
it work.
sound. I didn't mean that.
No, it's good. No, you're right. It's clever. So yeah, instantly it's enveloped in sort of these flames that may go out shortly because of the rain, and
Unless it's like a.
but it's cast this huge lightning and see.
It
you
could
see
be
the
a
night
hex
hag and
fire.
good picture up.
It could be a hex fire that gets in.
And that's right. It's magical. The 4 satyrs, like I said, they'd almost look like she'd attacked and ravaged the campsite and killed them and pulled all their flesh off and tried to do different things with them. But now they've sort of reanimated
She
themselves.
took advantage of the poor satyrs. I thought they were what happened to them?
Yeah.
By a night hag. It's a rough way to go. By the way, I've already been shooting as soon as she was raising her hand.
Roll initiative, everyone.
Yeah.
Can I go with pencil, please?
Shad, you've got the pencil.
Yes.
14 plus 2, so I got 16.
Perfect.
9. Got a 9.
What did you get, Ben?
I got 15.
Yeah, 7.
9.
14.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry,
I got-
16. It's 14 plus 6.
Yeah,
Plus
I
2.
got 12 plus 3, so I'm 15.
Beautiful. So we got Castier first on 16. And then 15 is for Gorog. Quick to react. Drake on 9. Correct? 7?
Yep.
For Roland?
Yep.
Do I get like a surprise attack round? Because
Yeah, you get the first. We'll give you one shot.
this is like the worst kind. Like, this is an ugly, ugly monster. I thought it'd be a witch, but this is like so much worse than a witch.
It's true.
Alright.
We're good.
I know what I'm going to do. I was born for this.
You're up first.
No, I get a free shot.
Oh, one free shot to away. Drake, take your shot.
So
No sneak attack.
no sneak.
Allow me to preface your question.
Ah,
Yeah, you're about 120 feet away to the center, so you're on the outskirts. Not these diameters.
good long shot.
It is
120 feet. But I can shoot that range. Luckily.
close enough to clearly make her out, but far enough away.
It's moonlight.
Let's not look into it.
Moonlight.
Yeah.
Through the raining clouds.
Yeah. Don't go applying your logic.
I
It's
love
fancy.
No, there's firelight everywhere now. So.
That's right. Thank you.
That's why she had the fire, so she could see us and know where to attack us.
Hence no sneak attack.
Exactly. Hence no see it. You got it. Yeah. All right. I'm trying to decide if I should do double tap or not.
Rapid shot?
Yeah, right. Like,
Might as well.
Might as well.
Good point. You'll have a negative because you're outside of the range. What's the range of the weapon? 100?
but plus it's like a war bow, so it's extra range because it's
Yeah, so at least be
super.
more-
It's a super bow. So
Yeah,
I've got range. On this
Yeah.
one. All right. So yeah, look, I'll just do 2, and at least it'll get me a hone in on their its armor class, and so 18 total.
We're going for the satyrs, the 4 satyrs?
No, the hag. Total the hag.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm assuming if we take out the hag, the satyrs might not be an issue.
Now, is she like up high or is she on the ground?
She's on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all on the ground. So,
Yeah.
if you're looking forward where you stood right now, to your left and right is a perimeter of trees all on fire.
Yeah.
And in front of you are the 4 satyrs, almost like an arrowhead, I suppose, with the hag behind them. And then you just said, what was your attack, sorry?
18,
18, so that's a hit.
and then
Okay.
another one, 11.
Okay. So the first one hit. What was the damage?
I will find out. 11.
11. Perfect. So the first you fire 2 arrows in rapid succession. First one.
Can I just to explain, because I feel this is important. The way I'm shooting to shoot so fast is that I happen to be shooting on the outside of the bow, which is specifically over the thumb. And because you put it on this side, you don't need to pull the arrow. You can get it on the shaft much faster.
Yeah.
And in case it might fall off the side, I raise my thumb just in the drawer, and then I lower my thumb as I shoot, and then I can put it back on really, really fast. I'm doing the 3-finger Mediterranean grip on the outside.
Okay. There you go.
Much faster technique that you can shoot with
It'll be
war
over
bows.
soon. It's okay.
Someone's proven it categorically that you can shoot war bows this way effectively, accurately.
But they're still insecure about it, apparently.
Beautiful. So you
Thank
fire 2 arrows exactly like that. I won't explain it again. And the first.
Wait, how did you do it? Can you show me again?
Oh, that's really cool.
So the first one the first one was one hit. The first one fires off, and you know it's 120 feet away. You don't hear the sound of it hitting, but you can know that it sinks true.
Yeah.
The second one, the moment it leaves your bow, you know, off. So the second mental note to adjust. You won't let that happen again.
That was a good hit at that range, so I'm proud of that.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I'd hit that.
You're up too, so you can go for it. Your turn.
120 feet away, guys. So
No, only for you because we're on the middle of the.
no, you guys didn't enter
No,
the
they're at
field.
the perimeter as well. I stopped everyone at the perimeter when you said.
Oh, okay.
It's just
No,
easier.
I am going to use.
Better
Oh,
for
dang
me.
it.
That's good.
I can't use charm person because I would charm her. In that case, I am going to run away.
Okay.
And hide.
In the opposite direction.
Yes.
Roll high.
You're so profoundly useful to this group. I love yours.
You've literally shot this guy in the ass. So
At least I'm doing something.
Yes, 'cause that helps.
Might not be helpful, but it's something.
Neither. Yeah.
So hide is plus dexterity for +2. So I got 13.
Perfect. I rolled a 2 and a 3, so neither the satyrs nor the hag saw you 120 feet away hide.
Alright guys, you sort this one out, eh?
Good.
You could do something.
So we're 120 feet away.
Yep.
You sort of have a ranged weapon now, isn't it?
I have a ranged weapon.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I got a heavy crossbow. But something tells me that the hag's going to be sending her goons this way, and she's going to stay back. So
Speaking of stay back, you should stand behind
Oh yeah, I'm not going.
okay, so I have just seen the faces of my parents' killers. I am furious, and now I see these people who want to attack us. I don't see a hag, and I don't see satyrs. I see humans with torches and pitchforks, and so I run straight towards them.
I'm an ogre! Get out of my swamp!
So I have fast movement, so I get 40 feet.
So your violent tendencies are much more in tune when you envision yourself attacking humans.
When I envision myself being attacked by humans, and more notably, my family.
Sorry, this is my character just fishing for things.
Yeah, he does that
Fish
a lot,
all you
doesn't
want. Yeah, so run doubles my movement speed, yeah? Okay, so I run 80 feet.
Okay. You can use your endurance, you can run, but you're just going to end
So,
up getting there. And then
you can take a
Yeah,
double
so-
move action.
Yeah.
I don't want to get there if I'm
You
not
get
able to
so-
attack.
40 feet.
So, because hang on, you can do a sprint action, which doubles your movement, but then you can double that again if you do a double move action.
But he
sprint,
wants to
isn't
stay
it?
40 feet away, I think, by the
To
Yeah,
be fair though,
I-
dude, you got 70 hit points. You could literally just stand there and take
Well,
2
he's-
hits.
But if
now.
I move there, then that's
Correct.
literally 5 rounds of damage that I'll have to take before I can do anything.
He's basically showing up for a beating if he just walks
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
Well,
It's
he'll have
useless.
nothing left
Yeah,
to
but
do.
how badass would it be? You're just beating down like, nah, I'm taking it, and
Hell
then kill them
no!
all.
Hell no!
This is a good point. It's a good point.
Yeah. So 80 feet forward,
I'm
and you're not going into a rage.
not going to rage yet.
But it's building.
It's good. Yeah,
So-
you don't look like you're going into a rage.
No, I'm
Fucking thoughtful, yeah.
I'm thinking
Am I
actually.
angry? so,
So no, I'm going to move. We're 120 feet away.
yeah, 120 feet directly in front of you. So the
I'm going to
force-
move 50 feet.
Yep.
To keep a 70 feet gap, because I know these guys
That's
are
good
not going to
math.
be able to get to me in one turn,
Yeah.
and that way I can move and attack on next turn, assuming they walk forward.
Pretty smart for a half walk.
Okay, I'm not intelligent, but I am wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a lot of math. I think that falls in the
Just
intuitive.
intuitive to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could intuit just because your battle set.
Yeah, like
Battle.
I'm not calculating feet. I am just using my battle experience to
Yeah.
know what's going on.
Like you're daring.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
I move 50 feet.
Perfect. And your battle sense tells you that you might be angry soon.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You feel basically you're feeling a tingle.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I look at the night hag, I feel a tingle.
Then why are you hiding?
This is
Huh? Go up and tell how you really feel.
Once this is done, I'm going to go and talk to her.
so you move 50 feet
Do you say
forward.
any of that because Drake will be like
No,
drunk?
no, I'm just telling. That's metagame.
It's my fault for not putting more women in the campaign, isn't it? So-
He
Very fun
resort to
dice.
anything.
yeah.
Even satyrs.
Even
So,
later. Oh, shoot. Bovine creatures.
Even satyrs offering surprise love.
leaving it there. You move 50 feet forward. Your battle sense, like I said, kicks in. You know, just putting enough pace, and you're waiting for the maneuvers, waiting for them to take their chances.
For my second action,
Yep.
I want to. Can I target the satyrs as a whole, or do I have to target one of them individually?
Yeah. You talking
I
about
target
your-
the hag, and I use intimidate.
Okay. And you can roll it through.
Can't have you talking to my girl like that, bro. Can't have you talking to my girl like that.
Quit
Okay.
hiding then. Come out and do something about it.
That's the proper response.
8.
So I got 8. I got a +8. +8 intimidate, so that's 16.
Perfect. I think she's immunity. I've got immunity just.
Oh
about
no!
everything. Yeah.
Dude, not cool. You made a girl cry.
Damn it.
Not cool, dude.
What did you get?
8, 16.
So, look, you do your best to stare down, but at 70 feet, she's calculated your cowardice. No, I'm just kidding. And you're not close enough to really sort of throw daggers that far, so to speak. So, no effect on her.
Yep.
But it is her turn. She's going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on you.
What's the range on the cast?
Let's have a quick look before I go doing it.
It's more than 70 feet. I'm going to
I
tick
hope
myself.
so. I'd laugh if I opened this up was 75. What a weird range for a spell, but I'll take it. Sort of thing.
I do apologise, but I am one of those players that if I can get any advantage out of the rules, I'll...
Yeah. Hang on. 25 feet plus 5 feet for every 2 levels. Let's have a quick look. Nah, I don't think you're going to get there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because a lot of the spells actually
Quite
have
close, aren't
pretty limited ranges on
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Like,
That's good. Look, I've already said I was going to cast it, so I'll stick to it.
Yep.
But she's going to cast Grave Enfeeblement, assuming that you're going to run forward. Just pass it anyway. So, and she's going to move back 30 feet.
she's moving back.
Yeah, knew it.
Do I see her, like, fumble her spell?
Hey, roll spell check.
And 19.
Yes, you do.
Like, this hag is stupid.
It's your turn, Drake.
Or a false fire. Performance issues. I thought it only happened in men.
Well, once you get past a certain age as a lady,
Don't worry, guys. You're shooting blanks. We got this in the bag.
Ew!
Drake, your
Night
turn.
hag, more like night drag.
Shoot right at the hag.
And hey,
My confidence is unreasonably
Sorry.
bolstered.
yeah. Show me the one. I was kidding.
Ugh, that's a bad roll.
Yeah.
12.
Yep.
And then my second shot. 14.
Perfect. Both arrows fire off in this, but we're looking, it's raining, there's fire all around you. Both fire off into the distance. You know the moment they leave your bow.
It's a long shot, guys. It's a big distance. Sarah, I got it. Just give me a second.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a pep talk to yourself. And there's a bit of a...
Oh, what? Performance issue, Shad?
Hey, I still shot them. They just missed. Okay.
How far did you say you were?
70 feet away.
Perfect. The 4 satyrs are going to charge. Just you. And all attack.
Can I use Uncanny Dodge on any of those?
You can, did you pick... You have to nominate a fighter.
So, Uncanny Dodge just means you can apply a dexterity bonus against multiple opponents, I think.
It's just one, I think. You can pick it at the start of... Have you got your code? Oh, I'll just get it. Uncanny.
Man, this is so traditionally D&D.
Mate.
I love it. Like, it is stereotypical. People are mean to hang out there, and it is so true. Like, every game, you're like, let's just look at this rule.
Do you know the art, it's your character. It's only one character does, and then they're like, you and I are reading the book and going, I don't know, Kenny, sort of thing. It's your character. So, from memory,
Retain dexterity bonus even if it's caught flat-footed, struck by an invisible attacker. However, you still lose dexterity bonus if it is
never flat-footed.
immobilized. So basically, you get to keep your dex bonus in most instances.
even if you're flanked.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
Cool.
Perfect. Look, all 4 are going to charge of the satyrs. Now, these are undead satyrs. So they're not...
Too concerned.
No, sort of thing. They're not living. sort of. Yeah, perfect. And they're gonna do. They're all gonna attack with daggers. So we'll do 4. 14, 18, 18, 7, 2 hits.
Yep.
I'm guessing. Based on that. D4. Jeez, nearly got some. Not a great deal of damage for these guys. 2
I
damage.
was say, I'm not.
What
I'm,
is the
I'm not
point of
worried.
That is,
That's
See,
ridiculous.
this is one of my own pet peeves about D&D, because like a dagger is actually a viciously lethal weapon when you land up a solid attack. And so the damage that daggers do in D&D
2.
are so unrealistic.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's it. Barely, you could do that to yourself.
yeah.
So anyway, look. Even as the satyrs close in around you, they start to group all around you. They sort of almost like dodging various fights. They sort of take swats. You're copying a nick in the shoulder or a nick in the leg as you're sort of maneuvering out of their way, out of all these attacks. But this is child's play stuff for you, so you're not feeling intimidated at all. But yeah, that's good. You can change their tactics. That's actually the satyrs' turn now, which Roland, you're up.
Okay, I'd like to go up and help Gorog.
Sure.
You limp over there?
Yeah, I limp. At first, I thought your idea was pretty good, but then I thought, no, poor Gorg's up against him. And Drake's just in the shadows again, shooting his arrow from a distance, so I'm going to, since I've got,
Yeah.
how much...
Step up.
Yeah, to...
Brave,
70 feet.
brave man, stepping in front of me.
I was terrified at first, but...
That's it. I can be a pen now sometimes. I was waiting for it. All night.
Well
Yeah,
timed,
thank you.
well timed.
Had that one saved up.
So
It's
good.
done now. Thank you. So they're 70 feet away. You're going to run?
Yes.
So
Oh,
explain
I'm
60.
going to limp.
You're going to limp?
Yeah.
50? No, I'm kidding. 60. You move up 60 feet.
Yeah.
But you're still 10 feet away.
I moved 50 feet.
Oh,
so I'm 70 feet away
sorry.
from them.
Yeah. When they moved the remaining.
They moved the remaining 70 in the
So
charge.
yeah, so you are right. You can make it there. So you're gonna do like a charge, or are you gonna? What would you like to do? Just walk up?
Yeah, we'll go.
I was gonna say, charge is always good because you get +2 to hit.
Are you gonna attack, or do you want to just
Yeah.
walk up?
I want to attack
You do a spell?
with my mace.
Yeah. Okay. I'll probably do a
Give
charge.
him the bonk.
Yeah. I'll do a charge then.
Go for it.
What do I do?
Okay. So
Oh no!
why did I get a 1?
fantastic.
Why?
Natural 1.
Why is that?
Beautiful. Not your night, is it? So,
It's going too good with my
yeah.
game night persona. Like,
I like
I'm trying really hard to roll good.
You walk up with a cocky sort of pose.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. As you start to break into a bit of a run, and you've got out your mace. You're here to deal damage. You're here. In the name of your god, these things must die. Sort of thing. You lean back with the mace with a huge, overarching sort of swing. You can see the satyr directly in front of you. Something in you just lets go, and you find yourself just tomahawking your mace. Almost axe
A
strike.
bit of pain in the
And you can
ribs.
hear it, like, from the stage point, you hear just. It's probably 50, 60 feet. You know what I mean? So yeah, it just looks like you've walked up.
so I'd be like, what? Huh?
Yeah. If just like a grenade, you've thrown a
What? Why did you? You could have.
flare.
You could have used your crossbow if you wanted to get him at a distance.
And then you hear it. Thud.
I'm just like,
Just lands. 60
Oh, I just
into
done
the
my
ground.
head and go,
why do I try?
Kesty, it's your go.
How close can I get to the night hag while still remaining hidden?
Where are you?
Well,
Still in the tree line bushes.
Yeah,
in
she's
general.
she's at least 150 feet away from you. It's a clearing, so it'll be very hard.
And how far can I move with one movement turn and then one
30
action?
feet.
30 feet?
So you can sprint and take a double action.
That's
which
true.
can quadruple. Yeah, so you can 120 feet max, and
Okay.
that's if you're like
But
fully
that's
So
loaded.
she's 150 feet away from me?
And all you're doing is running. For your
Um,
turn, that'd be it.
No, I'm gonna move as close to her as I can
So
while
30
still
feet.
being able to have one turn.
Yeah.
To attack. Is that
So
possible?
30 feet? Yeah.
30 feet,
you can
okay,
do it.
sweet.
She's still 120 away though.
That's that's fine because my crossbow has
Can't
120
you
feet.
can't you take a sprint? Like if
Yeah,
you
you
sprint,
can run and move.
but
double
you
your
take a
speed.
negative on your arm class or something like that. If you do a sprint,
It's
so
fine.
you-
I just need the 30 feet.
He can run.
Mhm.
You give him the 60 feet, and he'll take the negative, and he's still got his other action.
Mhm.
But I think sprint, you drop
Yeah,
everything.
you drop
and
everything.
just-
I will
you
just
go
move to
4
30
times.
feet. That's all I need because
Cool.
I'm now within range with my heavy crossbow.
Go for it.
And I say, in the name of Lyra,
Yeah.
goddess of joy, I smite thee down,
Oh,
patron of darkness.
Ooh!
17.
Wow,
That's
that's
it
good.
says 5 plus 5 attack
that was
bonus.
actually that's a
20%.
rather epic. I bet like in the rain, like in the name of Lyra, I smote thee.
Yeah.
That was cinematic.
yeah.
Thank you.
It's very poetic.
So what does that
So
do?
you're clearly not a pacifist.
So that's 23 to hit. Now you need to roll for
I
damage.
did my research. Her god is the opposite of mine.
Oh, jeez, you almost all
So you need to roll. So
extra
that was to
XP
hit.
for that.
So that's a good hit. You need to roll for damage now.
Okay,
it's
D10?
Yeah.
Which one's the D10?
This one there you go.
Oh, okay.
You're 8.
Nice.
Perfect. So look at he does hit. Any adjustments? Just 8 for the damage. No plus or
There's
anything.
+5 attack bonus.
Nah, that's good. So, alright, perfect. So, you shift forward 30 feet, give out your war cry and fire the heavy crossbow. It cascades in between, through Gorog, in between the satyrs, and sinks into the hag. You almost think you hear this slimy sort of as it goes into the flesh.
Yeah,
because,
slimy.
well, I mean, it's not she's not human sort of thing. Well, she's not well. So,
We should call the doctor.
yeah, she's got a few things going on.
She's a gynecologist.
Gorog, you're up.
Okay, so
4 satyrs surround you.
Yeah.
Satyrs.
4 mobsters with
That's right.
torches and pitchforks.
All
around me.
dead though. So
Mobsters?
is there?
Hey, I'm gonna mess you up.
They're all like I said, they're ghosts and everything. But you can see like bits of flesh and bone sticking out, sort of thing. They don't even. They're effectively, yeah.
All I see is my parents' assailants, and I fall into a rage.
Perfect.
It's
So you launch a rage. And how do you act that? Like
It's
what
on the
happens?
roid rage.
Let out a large.
Yeah, no, I all I can see is when the mob came to my house and
Yeah.
they tried to kill me, and I burst out of the room and just let out a mighty war cry and just rushed into the fray.
Perfect.
And so I just roar, and it sounds more like an animal than a human. And then, now, does that count as my action for that turn?
No. It's
Yes.
So
Okay,
it's your
good.
turn now.
And I attack one directly in front of me.
Perfect.
It's actually a fairly good tactic. You're grabbing the attention of the undead satyrs, and you can focus on this hag.
So we've already established they can't do damage to me, so
Don't say that now.
Wow.
Don't jinx it.
don't jinx it.
Challenge.
Natural
Yes, I was
standard.
telling you, do you know what a DM thinks when you say stuff like that? Yeah, challenge
I'm
accepted.
invincible as a player. No problem. Give me 2 minutes.
Okay, so I am going to.
Suddenly a griffin.
Yeah.
Lands in a clearing.
I am going to power attack.
Yeah.
-3 to my roll, plus
Yeah.
6 to my damage.
Yeah.
So 27 damage.
27 damage.
Damn.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Man, they're gonna wish they were dead.
So look, instantly, this is the great axe.
Yep.
So you pull out the great axe. Like I said, all you can see is the mobsters that attacked your family. You don't even see them as undead satyrs, sort of thing. And the first one you take was a huge arc, right-handed sweep with the great axe, and it cleaves into the satyr, carves him in half, with just whole bones and blood. Or coagulated blood because he's dead.
Why do you look at me when you say that?
I don't know. I just,
Gotta be specific.
I don't want to get caught out. I'm sure in the comment section. So cleaves it clear in half, and you see the status like blood, guts, and everything just drops to the ground.
Yeah.
Cleave. I'm guessing you're going to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say, funny you mentioned it cleaving in half,
Yeah.
because I'm going to cleave.
Did you have great cleave?
No, I don't have great
Fantastic.
cleave. I don't get that till some other time. I wish I did have great cleave because
I
You-
don't.
I don't think you're high enough level. Anyway.
no, I
There are other
level
prerequisites
just
for
You're
it.
taking this thing to Cleveland.
Just.
Yeah.
That's a no harm.
So power attack again, -3 to my hit, plus 6 to damage.
Roll away. Natural 1.
15.
Did. Just.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay.
I think it might have been high even than that. So
10, 20, and then so 26 damage.
What? That's crazy. So as you arc through the first one, cleaving in half, the second one tries to sort of launch at you. You elbow it back to give yourself enough space, and you come swinging back around. This time from the top, it cuts down through his face and splits the skull open. And he slams to the ground as well. There's only 2 left now.
man,
I know.
2 down.
It is the hag's turn. So the hag casts etherealness on itself, and it starts to sort of shimmer in and out, almost blinking out just between the material plane and the real world. So,
I don't even know what that does. I'm not a magic user, my guy wouldn't know. So
Ooh.
it means that usually with ethereal, I'll check that now. Usually with etherealness is that regular attacks.
I think it's just a percentage they pass. Like
That's
a
right.
percentage chance that they'll do nothing. It's a bit of a bummer.
So with my uncanny dodge, do I have to specify a...
No, it's just that you're never flat-footed.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, disclaimer: we'll get rules wrong. It's 3.5.
Okay.
It's all in the name of the game. So that's her done, which means Drake, it's actually your turn.
Okay. I see that she's cast a spell.
You do.
I don't have knows. Is it like identify? There's a skill that you can identify magic or something like that. I don't have
Spellcraft?
So I don't have anything like that.
No.
So I'm just gonna keep shooting.
Well, on the ethereal plane, an ethereal creature is invisible and intangible to creatures on the material plane.
But that's not how the spell works, though.
It says ethereal beings can see and hear what is happening in the same area of the material plane. So, yeah, bring it up. Classic reading D&D.
Okay, so basically, to our perspective, she's just gone invisible.
Effectively.
Yeah, I don't know anything. She's just disappeared. I'm like, huh?
All right, we won, guys. We banished her.
You're up too, by the way, Drew.
Yeah. That's odd. I'm assuming she's just gone invisible. That's a more common spell that is usually like, I don't know, there's ethereal weird stuff. I'm like, huh. But that means I still suspect she's around.
Yeah.
So I see that old groggy boy is well in hand. So I want to ready myself to the moment she appears. Because my understanding of invisibility is a fairly common adventure thing, is that it doesn't last forever.
True.
And so I am going to find a good shadowy spot and hide. And get ready, and then ready myself.
I've got a plan.
Oh.
There we go.
Alright, so roll for hide.
Yep.
Roll a 17. Nice. And then...
Even you've gone ethereal.
Yeah, I almost disappear, because that's technically like a 28.
Wow. That's good.
You can hide, I can hide too. I become a shadow.
It's like Batman hiding from the Invisible Man.
The satyr's turn.
I'm thinking, the game is afoot. Hunting each other. We will rule appear.
Now to hunt the most dangerous game of all. Night Hag. So,
More like old woman.
old women.
You slayed one before with rhetoric.
So, the satyr's turn this time now.
Yeah, I have -2 armor class as well.
Was it?
I've got
-2?
armor-
Perfect.
armor class.
That's fine. The first satyr takes a 5-foot step back. And in fact, they both do. And before you know it, they've got their pipes in their hand. And they start to blow into them to create this beautiful song in D minor. And
I hope they don't give us their D
need
major.
to roll music for me. 2 will checks, please. Do it at the same time.
Does rage affect my will saves?
Yes, I think
Yeah, I
you
thought
take a
you-
negative on them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sun's getting real low.
Back to the books. Roll 2 anyway. Let's see how we go.
Good reference to
First one's a 5.
I mean, unless you got... That's... Yep, we got one, eh?
Second one is a 4. Yeah, no way.
Wow.
Yeah, so sometimes when it's like, oh, look at the rule, but other times it's like, well,
Yep.
That's timer.
perfect. So, what do you call it?
Don't worry, guys. I've got this. I do have this. I've just checked. I've got it.
You got it?
Yeah. If
Okay,
I can perform the spell correctly.
Yeah. So you start to feel sleepy.
Okay.
And you start to get sort of woozy, sort of thing, whether it's with the heat of battle or what have you. And then you feel yourself sort of slump to the ground.
Oh no, does that induce rage?
It will.
Oh man, that's clever though.
Yeah,
Like,
it's clever. Roland, you're up.
Can I go get my mace?
It's Grog for
Actually,
he's
you know
getting a
what?
tag. You're like, just hold on a
You're
second,
up there
Grog.
too, aren't you? So I
Yeah.
need you to roll 2 will saves. So everyone else is 60 feet.
This is good. This could have been a comical moment.
Yeah.
He's
Oh, please be. Okay, that was a 3. Now we've got a.
That's still
you,
not
you
gonna
do
do
have
it.
a higher will bonus
What's
though.
your plus to will there, man? 3. Once again, you start to think, I need my mace. But you barely get 2 or 3 steps before you start to fall groggy and sleepy. You hear the tune enter. And you think, I'll just rest for a little bit. And
Yeah,
then
my
I'll get
butt
my
hurts. I'll just
Yeah.
lay down on my stomach.
mace. And then you find yourself asleep. Castier, you said you had something fantastic.
I do. I cast Locate objects on the bolt that I fired into the hag.
Oh!
That's good.
It has a 400-foot radius. It
Yep.
lasts a minute.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's good.
And so,
That's good.
dice, hear me. I'm just going to check the spell, everything to make sure it's all good.
I'm happy to run with it for cinematic.
All right.
Just give me the actual one.
Oh, yeah, they're right.
Yeah.
All right. 3. Dang it. Well, it's
Plus concentration.
plus concentration, so that's 11.
It is A level.
It's
You say
a level.
2, you're in trouble.
It is level 2. Wait, let me check. Yes, level 2. Dang it. Well, I can always do it again later.
Just so we get an additional modifier to that though. Like, what's your intelligence?
Oh, wait, yeah, you get +3, so that's 14.
14.
Yeah, oh, that's already in the concentration though, wasn't it?
It is. It's already
So he's got to get a 12 or higher.
I thought concentration
Such
was
a good thing,
constitution.
Does it say constitution? Sorry,
Yeah.
it might do. Yeah, sorry. So, but usually when you got this spell casting, you're supposed to do 10 plus the spell's level to cast it. Concentration.
Isn't that only if you're attacked to maintain it? If you're not under duress, you don't need to roll a concentration check.
Possible. Let's run with it.
Well, because he's
Pretty
eating,
sure.
so...
Yeah. Good. So, genius by you, by the way. Probably the smartest thing to come out of your mouth all night, I reckon.
I've said a lot of things.
Yeah, that's right.
We're not talking about the smart things. We're talking about just
Oh.
intelligent things.
So you start to like, so you push your hand forward, sort of like searching. You feel yourself almost like an out of body experience.
That I feel. Oh, is
I
that elf?
knew
No,
it.
it's not. Okay, never mind. Just my imagination.
Just an out of sort of body experience. You can feel yourself almost scrying across the land sort of thing, and then you all start to see there's sort of like this faint glow appear, just in midair, and
Aim for the glow!
that's right.
It's ethereal, so my attacks are going to go right through it.
Is that true?
That's true.
Oh.
But at least you know where it is now.
The thing is, I don't know it's ethereal. I just think
And
it's
it's
invisible.
it's leaning right over Gorog.
So
That was quick.
all I know is that it's invisible. Oh, sorry, no. I think it's invisible. So I think it's still a material thing, and I had a ready action to shoot as soon as. And so when he says that's it. Even though my attacks effectively will do nothing, I shoot. I like.
Yeah. Roll the same. Wow. Yeah, roll it anyway.
Yep.
Show me. Oh,
Of course, I get a
19.
flippin' 19.
is that critical?
It might be actually. What's critical on longbow?
28.
I think it's Yeah.
Fantastic roll. So you,
Waste.
so you fire.
I'm doing
you know,
two.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm
Go
doing
do that
two.
one.
Like, oh, that one.
You fire the arrow. You know it would strike true. It's
Mm.
probably the most disappointing arrow you've ever fired because you know you're on target.
And it goes right through. I'm just like, huh? and so now, like, that clues me off. It's not even in. It's like, it's immaterial. It's gone immaterial.
That's it. That's one thing you do learn.
It's like,
Ethereal.
yeah, it's like, guys, it's gone immaterial. All right, well, that's my turn.
Yeah.
I'm not a technical guy. I just say immaterial.
Yeah.
Like, probably know where it is, but so that was a ready to action, and that was my last thing in the round anyway. And so
Yeah.
next round is effectively going to be the same thing. I'll be hiding and waiting until it appears. Then
Yeah.
essentially, but yeah, that's my next turn.
So, will check, please. Just a will save, please.
So, question:
Yeah.
does the arrow moving right through her
Yeah.
distract her, surprise her, throw her off at all?
No, just sort of
Dang it.
in a different plane. Yeah. Here's a will.
12.
Ooh, plus
+1, so 13.
13. So you do start to come to your senses.
Finally.
You start to wake up, sort of thing. You're sort of groggy, which is lucky too because you're basically on the ground in front of two satyrs. So it could
And
be a
they're
coup de grace kind of
sadistic
situation.
satyrs.
Yeah. So you start to feel yourself groggy. You sort of glance up, and you can see this like, what do you call it? These two satyrs sort of starting to lean in over top of you, and this weird sort of glowing bolt hovering in the middle of the air. What do you want to do?
Am I able to rage again? Or is there...
Once per day.
Yeah, okay.
Can I yell something
I
at
thought it
him?
was twice per day.
Could be at your level. Don't know. Check.
We'll have to check.
No.
It was twice per night.
There's a
does
cooldown
go.
period, and technically you have -2 on your.
I know
strength
all that.
and-
But
Can I yell something at him?
It's a free action, but yep.
Twist the bolt around. It's embedded in her.
Would the bolt be ethereal? As
Yeah,
well,
the bolt will be immaterial.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang it.
Takes everything with her into the ethereal. You do have 2-a-day rage if you're level 4 barbarian, but there is a cooldown.
Okay. So I get up and I attack one of the satyrs straight away.
Getting up is a
Yeah, that'll be all you can do.
Oh, am I attack?
no.
prone.
He can get up as his move action, but it attracts attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
And then you can attack.
Okay, I get up. I've got an uncanny dodge anyway, so it's.
All right. The two satyrs attack. Just daggers. Ooh, what should I say by the way?
No, because everything else goes negative, my AC goes back up, so 18.
Perfect. Both of them, even though you're getting up off the ground, still can't find their way to launch a dagger into you.
They are dead, to be fair. So.
And you're lively. You're dodging. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. But you see the hag appear out of the ethereal realm, and she's right up close with you.
So she is exited the ethereal realm.
She has.
Does she have higher initiative than me?
She does. She does by 1.
So she's taking the next
two.
turn after me.
And this is her attack of opportunity too.
Yeah.
To come out, and then it's her turn. So.
Well, I get to attack after I get up there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yes,
cool,
sorry.
okay,
Yeah,
cool,
okay.
cool.
So she see, cool. That's fine. 21 by the way. So she grabs both your shoulders and sort of sinks her spikes into your neck.
Oh, she really is trying to have her way with you. Gosh, that's forward of her.
The D6, please.
Just say no, Grog. It's not worth it.
Sorry.
Okay.
14 damage.
Yep.
You're now diseased.
What does that mean?
I will look that up.
She wasn't clean.
I have the-
Don't worry, it happens to me all the time. I can sort you out. I know a great doctor at the last town we went to. Maybe never mind that, actually. I'm going to go back there.
Yeah,
Affected half the village. So.
Oh no.
we got kicked out for a
got
reason.
violated by an ugly hag and now you're deceased.
Diseased.
Oh.
Nothing old mate can't clear
I'll
up.
have to have a look.
So, yeah, tell us if, like, next time you pee, it burns or something
Your
like
turn?
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Satyrs
Okay.
or hag? Take your
I'm going for the hag.
Yeah, go for it. So you try to take a swing with your great axe, but see, the hag's effectively kind of all over you, so
Yeah.
to speak.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there. Yeah, all over you. So you try to sort of push her back and get her out there, but you can't.
Question.
Yes.
Was there tongue?
Oh, it should have been me, man. It should have been me.
Hey, you didn't have to hide.
But you don't
Who
manage to
found
cause
the
any
thing?
damage. She does,
Yeah.
however, come in for another. It's her turn now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, she should be surprised actually. What's your AC?
18.
Sorry, no, it's -1 because you've got -2 on your dex.
Okay, so still 17.
17, he says. That's unlucky. What a horrible roll. So rolling a 3.
Yeah.
She leans in for a second bite, but this time you're prepared. You keep your axe up and keep the bar out of the way, sort of thing, so that she can't. But you can see like this green tongue and all these horrid teeth. It's all of your blood is sort of.
I'm sure she's got a
down.
great personality, guys.
She seems nice.
That's
Yeah.
how she flirts.
She's made friends with these dead satyr things.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's actually Drake's turn.
Alright, seeing my lackey in trouble, I go to his defense. Now, she does not have a dex to her armor class because she's engaging someone else, and unless she has uncanny dodge, that means sneak attack.
True.
Alrighty, so double tap, baby. Just double shot, but double tap, and I'll just roll 2 20s at the same time.
Oh, speed up.
15 and a 3, so 1 will hit. I'm expecting because I have +7.
Yeah, mine did hit.
Yeah.
Tell me how to do the
7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Beautiful. So this is the arrows.
Yeah.
So one thing you do, one thing you do feel as this hag's sort of like leaning over you. This is from your point of view, Gorag's. Meanwhile, Drake's off in the distance, hiding away. You can see the moment she becomes back onto the material plane. You ready yourself and take the action.
Yeah.
Fire both shots. The first one lands just short, but what you hear from your end is you hear her let out a hiss, like you hear that as the arrow sort of thuds into her back. You know that Drake's nearby. You also have an uncanny feeling that he's nearby. So,
I can.
yeah.
I got your back, buddy.
Yes.
I won't let her.
As you can
I
see,
clench my butt cheeks as I like it.
she lets out sort of like a spitting, gasping sort of spits all sort of the blood and everything back onto your face. So that she's hit in the back with the arrow. She's sort of slowing down a little bit, but still intent on tearing your head from your shoulders. And you can see that she's struck true. It's actually Guruk. It's not. It's actually the Satyr's turn. To which they will sing their merry tune.
And so, in case you know, I have precise shot, which means I don't take a negative when shooting into a melee. So usually, if I'm shooting in someone where you're engaged fighting with, I'll take a negative.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm a good archer in this one.
Pretty good in real life too. I've seen you shoot.
Average
Good.
to okay.
He's good.
I need you to take your will check as well. And a will check for you.
Oh, natural one.
You're going back to sleep.
14 plus 7.
I don't need to roll because I'm too far away.
Hey,
I don't
you're outside 60 feet. Aren't you?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you start to feel woozy and tired. Here we go again. And then you drop to the ground. Meanwhile, you're waking up just as two satyrs kind of bear down on you. They're both going to attack with their daggers. What is your AC, friend?
21.
Perfect. Just as you wake up sort of thing, you can see these two satyrs sort of bearing down on you, both with these huge daggers. You manage to pull your shield in front of you just in time. You can hear it scrape off the shield, barely making a dent. You feel it, like the warmth of your god protecting you, sort of thing.
But not from behind.
But not from behind, that's right. Yeah, there you go. God, it's awful rolling by me. It's actually your turn.
Okay.
You're gonna...
So a hag is undead, isn't it?
Correct?
So do you have anything? You're a cleric.
Yeah, I don't have any. I'm
Rebuke
concerned.
Undead turn undead should be a thing.
Yeah, you got return or rebuke undead as a class.
It's like a
ability.
set ability.
Okay.
Because I could use some help right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel sorry for
Do you like
Gorog right
poison?
now. I do have Sanctuary, which I thought I could
Yeah,
cast
good.
on Gorog. Just,
That's a great idea.
just to.
Stop everyone.
Because.
So what does that do?
It means if someone has to attack you, they have to pass a will check to do
Okay,
it.
cool.
Yeah. So I will do that.
So, this is Sanctuary. So, everything goes dark around you instantly, and you almost feel like you're on another, in another realm, and you feel yourself whispering the words, sort of, these gracious prayers towards Helm, and you feel like this strong presence come into you, almost like the gods looking down on you, sort of thing, and you ask for it to, please protect my friend. Gurog's in trouble. And you don't get any overt sign that he was Blizzard, but you can trust that this has actually happened, and instantly, like that, you're back on the battlefield. Sort of thing. So commune with the god.
So just to let you know, Gorog,
Oh,
you cannot attack without breaking the sanctuary spell upon you.
Interesting.
Yeah, so
well, you're asleep, so that'll work out well.
Yeah.
That's why I did it, because I knew that he couldn't defend
Yeah,
himself.
that's good.
So.
That's good. Good. I like
Good
when we work
plan,
together.
good plan.
So, you can feel this sort of white holy light surrounding you. You know he's protected.
Yep.
That's good, Ron. Cassia, your turn.
I again, in the name of Lyra,
Yes.
smite down these foul creatures with my crossbow. Should I move closer first, or just fire?
That's up to you.
Because last time I was 120 feet away.
Yeah.
You're now shooting into a melee, which means you're going to take like -2 on the attack.
That's good.
That's fine, I'll do that anyway.
What are we going
Sorry,
for?
I'm
first
only
before
saying this to justify the feats I had to expend so I can be moderately competent.
Doesn't answer my question though. Should I move closer or not?
well, shoot, roll it.
No, I'm aiming for the hag.
If you're shooting,
No, I thought you were just getting advice.
no, if he shoots within the range,
Yeah, I would.
no, if he shoots within the range, I think you get a bonus because that's considered a close shot.
Oh,
So I should move closer. I can take the action, move closer,
Yeah,
and then shoot the crossbow?
absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
And we are firing at, just before you roll. Before you roll, we are firing at the hag or the satyrs?
The hag.
The hag.
Most certainly.
Okay.
She catfished me, so I'm going to get rid of her. 17.
Nice.
Plus, what am I plus again? I'm bad
Some
with
big
rolls.
rolls.
This one.
Yep, that'll do.
Ah, dang it.
Three?
3.
That's okay. Getting there.
Better than nothing. I must have
Um,
just hit her in the shoulder again.
Yeah, that's it. Left leg. You do fire this one at the hag as well. So, she's, like I said, she's all over Guru, really. This infuriates you. And you fire the bow off. How are you off time?
The timer went off.
So once we wrap up
quite a
this,
bit ago.
So you take the flight. Manage to take flight. You take a shot with the crossbow. It shoots through the air. Once again, it manages the uncanny amount of shooting that you guys are doing. Manages to drift between most of the people in the melee fight. So it sort of hits the hag just under her right shoulder blade. Sort of sinks in. It sinks straight through the flesh. So from your point of view, I know you're about to fall asleep. The last thing you see is sort of this protruding little end of a bolt sort of thing. She's starting to.
She's starting to feel it.
Yes, definitely. Starts to slow down. It's just become fearful now. So
alright, how far is she to me, by the way? Just say.
you're on the perimeter, aren't you?
Yeah.
So she moved back into where Goro was. So that was only 50 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so I could reach them with a charge.
Could do.
Alright. Come and I got your back, buddy. So
You hear this just as you drift off.
So I will switch weapons and do my.
Well, yep. So he has to do a will check. It's his turn.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
of course.
That was me just getting ahead of myself.
Where is my D20?
Take this one. Come on, will save. Fantastic.
That's a
Rolling a 5.
Yeah.
Deep sleep. Best sleep I've had in years. Better than an inn.
Hey, that sanctuary thing is a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but my will saves are always terrible.
I don't know. You just feel so comfortable with a hag.
To be fair, he's protected by holy light.
That's true. There could be that.
It's nice
Could
and
be
warm,
that.
nice and cozy,
Out
out of the rain.
is the hag's turn actually. So can I just borrow the D20?
Yep.
As she sinks, trying to rip your flesh.
She'll need to make a will save.
Oh yes, true. I'll do that first. Ew, 26.
Yeah.
Now she bites. Oh, really would have preferred a better roll. So if I rolled that, no, that's okay. It's a pretty good attack. 20.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's. Yeah, okay.
What are you boys down to now?
So that will take me down to
You can use the
30.
bar just right of the
38.
38. Perfect. And you just right of where you're riding. There's a bar to like keep track of it and rub it out.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. So she's just sinking her flesh and you're trying to rip it apart. Like you start to wake up now.
Yeah.
You can feel the more blood. She's just hissing and tearing at your flesh as much as you can. It's like clawed, razor sharp tongue claws just ripping into you. Starting to feel yourself being devoured, almost zombie-like. Her approach. Yes, you are up.
Alright, charge and
Yep.
flank and
I knew this was coming.
you'll add power attack as well.
Yeah.
And so the whole
Here we go. Natural 1.
17.
Yes!
Oh,
That's unfortunate.
17!
That's just the roll too.
And so
Wait, what was the total?
2D. The total was
doing it.
28. Sorry, 26.
And what was your power attack?
I was taking 4 off that roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so 2d6 for my sword,
Yep.
an extra 2d6 for sneak attack. And so
Yep. Run out of dice.
yep. And then
There's
I'm
the
also
weapon
gonna
itself.
7 plus 8, so that's
15.
an extra 15 damage on top of
So with that,
Very
on top of
nice.
this.
Very nice.
Come on, baby. Oh
yes! 16.
16 plus 15.
That's 31.
31 damage, very Whoa. I think that's the biggest hit of the done so
that's
far.
the biggest
Yeah.
hit.
So
Yeah.
I just come charging in with
do
a
it.
big old and I'm bows and I'm kind of thing, you know.
That's it. Basically impaling the hag sort of thing. So is you as we said, like you said, he comes charging in, almost in a murderous-like rage. As you can see, she's ripping into Gorog, tearing all the flesh off it, and she's sort of, as she's clambering all over his body, trying to rip it out, she sort of arches her arms back, and you impale her complete down to the hilt of the sword, in through her back, out into her chest, and she sort of leans back and screams. She starts to sort of scratch behind you. Sort of thing, and you pull the sword out as she sort of lands on her knees and tries to turn around, and you come in with a complete swipe to decapitate her. Head flies off into the distance near your mace. No, not that far.
Nothing can be thrown that far.
Instantly the satyrs just crumble to the ground. Killed her.
Oh,
Didn't think you would.
I go over, I'm like, hey, Groggy boy, you awake?
I just spring up with my axe ready and I'm just roaring and...
Hey, come here! Hey, she's dead! Look! I pick up her head and I go out. I'm dead! I just got decapitated!
Crush it in one hand.
I don't know, I'm like, hey, this is my head. My head.
Yeah, he wanted to get some head from the hag.
Yep, I got a good head right here. Like, oh, I got decapitated.
I'm like,
I was a hag, and now I can't do it.
oh, put it away.
Like, the tongue is gone.
And yeah, so
Such tongue lady.
instantly, hag's dead. The satyrs are dead. All that's left to do is find Roland's mace.
I want to search the hag.
Can?
Let's search the whole area. Let's search everything.
Can I go locate objects and I clearly picture gems? Gems in the
Tell you
light.
what she has actually.
So, this strategy is actually working out really well. Have you picked up what my strategy is at the moment?
Be a
Let me
douche.
take the hits for you and
No.
come and steal my
it's-
killer out of the
It's,
air.
of course, it's use range, right? Getting my sneak attack bonus and everything, and wait until they're open and vulnerable. And it's usually whenever they're fighting someone else that they're vulnerable for me to do a charge attack. And with the charge and flanking, I get a +4 to attack. But then I can switch that to power attack and get -4, but then get a +8 to damage. So it's like I'm not getting any negative at all. Just come on with a big hit, big finisher.
Now, I don't understand any of that, but I'm convinced.
This is a good strategy. I'm quite happy with it.
Poor Gorg was getting torn to shreds.
Yeah, man, it's like
And now he has a
You know-
venereal disease.
you're ugly, you're a bit of a dum-dum, but you're my dum-dum. I won't let you happen to you, mate.
I just grab him around the neck and just give him a big nuggy.
Just don't eat me. Just don't eat me.
You should intimidate him. Just go.
I gotta find a trigger.
All right, so good lesson in being a good person is helping people out. And so while we're searching for treasure, could you go and find all my arrows? I shot all of them. Good on you, buddy.
I looked at it, he did save my life, so I just begrudgingly go around. Maybe accidentally miss a couple.
I mean, if I didn't find where she was with that, locate, bolt.
I already like
That was
You're fine.
genius. That was a stroke. That was
See, I love doing stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
Very
good.
clever. Good move.
Gotta do the treasure.
Treasure.
Roll search check for your
Bring on the treasure.
your mace. No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
You know what?
Do it anyway.
I
Let's
will.
see what happens.
Natural 1.
17? Okay.
17 on the roll.
I would say you found that.
Yeah.
Search.
10.
But I got a good search.
There he's got.
21.
Can I use locate object to assist with mine?
But what are you locating?
I'm just picturing gems, rare minerals, every amnesty,
I don't think it quite works like that. You can.
No, but it literally, the spell description is
Yeah.
any well-known object, you must picture it in your mind.
Well-known objects, and you already know of it.
Okay, fine. I'm going to hold the ruby in my hand and I want to find more like this.
Alright.
Oh, it's glowing. The ruby's glowing. It's magic.
Alright, you're level 5.
Yeah.
12. So it's 1,200 gold pieces.
So where do we find all this gold?
This is all on the hay.
On the hat.
Yeah.
Wow. Like,
Right.
down its throat? Is it in the
She
pouch?
travels light, but most of the stuff she wears is gold.
Oh,
This is all around the Inkiss, because what you found in the middle of the clearing was that she'd come across the Satyrs' camp, basically butchered them, killed them, turned them.
So that's 1,200 gold pieces each.
No, total.
Oh, total.
Geez, I'd love that. So this one's 34, which means nothing else. This one is, oh really? D4 minor. Magic items. It's pretty good.
Is this place like cursed with her magic now? Can I free it? I know the satyr god, so I can.
I'll just do this treasure in the gnome.
I can do rest peacefully.
Yeah. 1d4.
Especially after you murdered the living ones and got away. If we spoke to them, they could have helped us.
They were not trying to speak to us. They were trying to lure us away and have their way with us. It was obvious. And
They were alive. They escaped the slaughter, and they were probably looking for allies.
But then
why
they
were
started
they
playing
trying
music.
Because what if the hag came after him?
Yeah, but we weren't the hag.
No.
They
tried to tell you guys to lay off him, and then I did that, and they still tried to headbutt me in the back.
To be fair, they didn't see us, and you immediately opened fire.
They were
5
trying
flasks of acid as well.
Oh, can I
to...
have
That
those?
could be useful. No, take it one. You can have one, but I'll have one.
So yeah, as you're coming across the encampment of the dead satyrs, you can see the hag had kind of, I guess, redecorated in a way, and you can see all those different, a whole bunch of different little ornaments and things, kind of half carved sort of thing. It seems to be what she was doing. She was creating sort of like a ritualistic kind of space. Now the fire around the trees has gone out because it was raining, and we're all aware how physics works. Physics anyway. So yeah, you can. There's certain like charms and things draped over rocks and like. So you've got this sort of 3 or 4 rocks, almost like a Stonehenge kind of vibe to it, with all painting and bloods, and there's different parts of satyrs kind of spread all over the place. They're all in enough parts that they're not going to come back alive, sort of thing. As are most of the ones you guys took care of.
I do think we should burn everything, but it's a bit wet. Do what we can.
I can try and clear it out by saying a prayer to their god.
Yeah.
Olidmar, clear this place of this evil witch's presence. See, she sucked, so yeah, cheers. Appreciate it. Take your boys home.
Nothing else. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, you do feel the evil presence has lifted. So.
I think we did a good thing today. Apart from the murder before, that was bad.
No, that was good.
I'll be telling the police about that. There's
Okay.
police in the town, you know?
Can I get you a roll spot check?
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, it's probably spot. Yeah, give everyone a roll spot check.
14.
13 plus...
20 is my total roll.
13 plus...
5.
Wisdom, so 13 plus...
Plus?
15.
Okay, good. Did you really can't, she's got blinkers on all night, haven't you?
8. I got 8 total.
8, good. It's what you guys notice in amongst one of the bodies, it's like a human sort of thing. And as you sort of focus in on it, it's different parts sort of strewn across it, but you recognise the clothing. It's similar to the one that you saw back at Orlot's house, dressed the same way.
Oh, this
This
is
is much younger.
This is the woodsman, cart maker person, Wainwright.
Yep, he tussled with the night hag and...
Oh, gee.
So-
Look, don't tell the villagers in detail what happened. I mean, it's better that they knew.
No, Shad, we must make a full report. Every single citizen has a right to know.
Shad.
Shad Drake. That's his full name.
What? I thought it was just Drake.
It's just Drake.
Oh, just Drake?
Yeah.
Sorry, I must have been thinking of something else. Mr. Drake, we need to tell everybody. They need to know what happened here, lest it happen again.
That's true. That's true.
Every single person. Perhaps even the children might need to know, lest they make the same mistake.
Yep. Don't get into bed with hags. You get butt raped.
And you get a disease.
And you get a disease. Use protection, kids. Circle of protection. Sanctuary protection.
So not only are you down to 38 HP, but you also have chlamydia.
I didn't say what disease it was.
We don't know what disease it is. Alright, well.
Should we take the trophy of the hat?
Killed a monster. I feel good about that. Just saying. I grabbed the head, bagged the head, maybe some more horns of the satyrs as well.
Oh, you... No!
What?
No! I'm putting my mace down. No!
What?
No, you're not going to take their horns. It's disrespectful.
You know, I think you're right. It's a little disrespectful. Yeah, I just like who would do
I will
something
give
like
you
that?
my ruby if you leave them alone.
Done.
No, I'll keep it actually.
I knew it.
I just wanted to see what your honor was worth.
5,000.
What do you think I'm gonna do with these? I'm gonna try and sell them for maybe rubies.
You monster.
I am incredibly conflicted at the moment because I've just had my life saved by a human. So
Interesting.
And it was the one you never expected.
I absolutely hated the guts of it.
Yeah. Love how that works out.
Oh, the conflict is great.
So yes,
this would actually be a learning thing because
Character development.
But because what your character might be realizing is that a person's actions can sometimes be very different to what you expect from their personality and character. And so you can't necessarily judge people by what they say.
Yeah. And all that I've ever heard my entire life is, you're a monster, you're a freak. And now someone who is still saying you're a monster, you're a freak is not following those words up with actions. They actually saved my life. So I'm torn and I have no idea what to think.
That's good.
Still hates the guy, but he's a little bit...
I hate him a little bit less now.
But yeah.
I mean, I'm still sore. I'm kind of down that I threw my mace.
I bet you hate him a little bit more now, don't you?
Like I'm glad that we got through that, but I'm also just...
Hey, at least you made the arrow appear. That was a good move.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you showed.
I mean, you
That
did
was
a lot
me.
better. You did a lot better. This guy was useless.
I made the arrow appear.
No, that was him. That
That
was
was me.
definitely divine magic.
That was me.
No, I saw him doing that. And he circle of protection. This guy was in the thick of it.
No, my spell is locate object. I did that. It was also my bolt, so I know exactly what it looks
detect
like.
evil.
Now, and also considering it's my bolt, I know exactly
I don't know.
what it
You
looks
lie
like.
a lot. I've no reason why I should believe you.
You shot him in the ass, so...
What? No, that was definitely. He's fully committed to that. That was definitely one of the satyrs. They must have stole my arrow.
Well, he did
or something.
deduce using his divine logic that you shot him in the ass.
I'm already halfway back to the town.
Yeah, I'm walking back to... I'm like, I'm tired, it's cold, I just want to see a doctor.
And that's the closing out image, us arguing about who shot him, who did the spell.
That's good.
Now, just to be... we do have 5 flasks of ale, so everyone added 1, but we've still got 1 left over.
Five flasks of acid?
Acid.
Oh, yeah, I get the extra.
Wait, is
Okay.
it like the acid that burns or the acid that makes you go, whoa, man?
Oh, how about you swing someone and find out?
Hey, that's a fair enough. No, he almost got me. He almost got me to kill myself, guys. That was close. Oh, man.
So, I am interested in what the villagers will do. Do we we don't need to roleplay it out, we can quickly just go through the things and how the
We
villagers
can.
reacted and stuff.
Next night.
Next night?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next
we'll
time.
get to- Hey, big thank you to Dylan for Dungeon Mastering for us, facilitating this wonderful game session. That was mad fun.
Thanks.
Loved it. We all got to shine, doing things and the winner, of course, was Sir Nathan, rolling, getting shot in the butt. That was just...
You can't script those things.
You can't, and it was the most in line with your character persona. Like that was just mwah.
Perfect.
All right, thank you guys. We will see you next time.
So, yeah.
See you, fellas.